Hi again, boys and girls. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying this warmer weather. If you're taking a look at our poster here today, it looks similar to when we learned our NP endings. And today we're going to take a look at our ending CK. But we're going to break up that ending CK by looking at ACK, ECK, ICK, OCK, and UCK. So we're looking at all of our vowels with that CK ending. When we see C and K together at the end of a word, it's going to say K. However, it can say, with A in front of it, it could say ACK. With E in front of it, it could say EK. With I in front of it, it can say IK. With O in front of it, it can say UK. And with U in front of it, it can say UK. So we're taking a look at all of our short vowels, but adding that K sound at the end of all of the words. So let's jump right into our first example, starting with ACK. I want you to repeat after me. ACK, ACK. Repeat. ACK, ACK. Let's look at our first example. We have a picture of a person, but they're turned around, so we see their back. Back is our first word. We know that B says B. ACK is going to say ACK, B. ACK, blend, back. Back. Let's try a few more examples with ACK. The next one, we used to have this every day at 10 o'clock. You would never let me forget. And that is snack. Snack is our next word. We know that SN says SN. ACK says ACK. SN. ACK. Snack. Snack. Next one, we have a picture of an egg, but you see that really big crack down the middle. Crack is the word. We know that CR says cur, ACK says ack, cur, ack, crack, crack. Next one, what we would do at the end of our school day, I would say it's time to pack up. Pack is our word. We know P says P, ACK says ack, P, ack, pack, pack. Next one of our colors, the color black. We know that BL says bull, ACK says ack, bull, ack. Blend it, black, black. Next one of my favorites, is a big stack of pancakes. Stack is our word. We know that ST says st, ACK says ack, st, ack. Blend it, stack, stack. So when you come across a word and you see that ACK ending at the word, we all know it will say ack, ack. Let's move on to our ECK examples. And our ECK examples are going to say ek. I want you to repeat after me. ECK, ek. Repeat, ECK, ek. Let's take a look at some ECK examples. The first one is up for us. We have a picture of a giraffe, but we know that a giraffe has a very long neck. Our word is neck. We know that N says N. ECK is going to say ek, N, ek, neck, neck. Let's see a couple more examples. I would tell you to do this on the side of your paper if you had gotten an answer correct that we were going over. I would say put a check. Check is our next word. We know CH says ch, ECK says ek, ch, ek. Blend it, check, check. Next one, we have a deck of cards, deck. Deck. We know that D says D. ECK will say ek. Sound that out. D. Ek. Blend it. Deck. Deck. Next one. This ship, this pirate ship, is at the bottom of the ocean. It has sunk. So we say that it is a shipwreck. Wreck is the word. Now listen to that word. Wreck. Wreck. However, there is a W in the beginning of the word. So the W in this case is going to be a silent W. So we're not going to say anything for our letter W, but we know that R will say So WR is going to say ECK is going to say ek. Ek. Wreck. Wreck. A shipwreck. And our last example for ECK is a chicken, and if you look closely, there is food, and what he is doing is he is pecking at his food. The word is peck. We know that P says P, ECK says ek, P, ek, blend it, peck, peck. Now we're going to hop on over to our ICK. And when you see ICK at the end of a word, it's going to say ick. I want you to repeat after me. ICK, ick. One more time. ICK, ick. Let's look at our first example of ick. We have a boy taking his temperature because he is sick. Sick is our first ick word. We know that S says S. ICK says ick, s, ick, blend it, sick, sick. Few more examples. If you've ever gone to a magic show, you will see that the magician will do a trick. Trick is our next word. Oh my goodness, can't speak today. We know that TR says tur, ICK says ick, tur, ick, blend it, trick, trick. Next one, we have a picture of a baby chick. Chick is our word. We know that CH says ch, ICK will say ick. Sound that out, ch, ick, blend it, chick, chick. Next, there are so many cupcakes, I don't know which one to pick. Pick is our next word. We know that P says P, ICK says ick, P, ick, blend it, pick, pick. Next one, you'll see these when some houses are made out of these, and it is a brick, brick. We know that BR says burr, ICK says ick, burr, ick, blend it, brick, brick. And our last example for ICK, ick, is the word stick, stick. We know that ST says st, ICK says ick, st, ick, blend it, stick, stick. So these being some of many examples of ICK, ick words. So you want to look for that or look out for it when you're reading your stories so that you know what that sound will now say. We're going to move on to our next category, which is OCK. Now, OCK is going to say awk. So you hear that short O, and then the CK is going to make the K sound. So I want you to repeat after me. OCK, awk. OCK, awk. Let's look at our first one. We have a picture of a lock. Lock is our first example. We know that L says ul. OCK is going to say awk. Sound that out. Ul, awk. Blend it. Lock, lock. Some more examples of OCK, awk. Next word here we have is knock. Knock, what you do on a door before entering. Knock. Now we've already learned that KN, when they're together, the K is silent. So KN says N. OCK is going to say ok. Sound that out. N, ok. Knock. Knock. Next one is a picture of a building block, what you use to build as a toy, block. We know that BL says bull, OCK says ok. Bull, ok, blend it, block, block. Next one, we have a picture of a dock, and a dock is what you see here, that brown piece, and it goes over water to help you walk out a little bit onto the water if you're about to get on a boat or something that travels over the water. So the word is dock. Dock. We know that D says D, OCK says ok, D, ok, dock, dock. Next example, we have a big rock. Rock. We know R says OCK will say ok. Ok. Blend it. Rock. Rock. And our last OCK example is the word sock. Sock. We know that S says S. OCK will say ok. S. Ok. Blend it. Sock. Sock. All right, now that's our examples for OCK. We're going to move on to our last group of letters, which is UCK. And when you see UCK at the end of a word, it's going to say uck. Uck. I want you to repeat after me. UCK, uck. With me? UCK, uck. And let's take a look at our first example here. I don't know if you can see it, and I already have it taped, so I'm going to leave it up there. But if I zoom you in a little bit, we have a picture of a yellow duck. Duck. We know that D says D. UCK will say uck. D. Uck. Blend it. Duck. Duck. Couple more examples. Next one, we have a picture of a puck. If you've ever played hockey or seen a hockey game, they use a puck. Puck is our word. We know that P says P. UCK will say uck. P. Uck. Blend it. Puck. Puck. Next one, we have a big red truck. Truck. We know that TR says tur. UCK says uck. Tur, uck. Blend it. Truck. Truck. Next one, we have a shoe, and unfortunately, there's some gum that is stuck on the bottom. Stuck is our word. We know that ST says st. UCK will say uck. St. Uck. Blend it. Stuck. Stuck. And our very last example for today is this one right here. And lightning has struck. Struck is our word. We know that STR says stir. UCK says uck. Stir, uck. Blend it. Struck. Struck. And these are many examples of our CK endings, but believe it or not, there are still a ton more. And I'm sure already in your mind you're thinking of some other examples, and that is what I encourage you to do all the time. Try and come up with your own. Feel free to share them with me even. But our focus for this week will be on our CK ending. Let's quickly review just the letter and sound. ACK, ack. ECK, eck. ICK, ick. OCK, ock. And our last, UCK, uck. These being our CK endings. I hope that you found this helpful, boys and girls. And again, try and come up with some more of your own examples to practice to make you stronger, better readers. I miss you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.